Hi, everyone. Coach Silas is on his way. If you have a question, please use the raise hand feature. Hello, Coach.
Hello.
We'll go ahead and get started. First question, Zach Allen.
Hey, Coach. We've seen Jason on tape, play the point guard position. Will we see more of that going towards the future of him playing the one?
We have to right now. I mean, we don't have any other choice with DJ out, with Eric Gordon out. We don't really have any other options. So until somebody gets healthy, when KP comes back, obviously he won't have to play point, but he did a good job at it. He made some great plays. 7 assists from that position is really good from a guy who's not a point guard. He did a great job.
Chris Gardner.
Coach, what happened after you guys took the 88-81 lead in the fourth?
We slowed down, I think, on the offensive end. Paul George got going. They got into the bonus early in the fourth quarter. So our fouls hurt us, obviously. I have to watch the film to give you a much better answer, but I know the free throw game was a problem, and us getting into the bonus. And then, we're a little bit limited with our depth, and I think it showed in that kind of stretch where we were tired and we were fighting, but we didn't necessarily have a whole lot of depth. And that stuff catches up to you when you have Jayshawn Tate playing the point and John Wall playing almost 40 minutes. Definitely catches up to you.
Jonathan Fagan.
Obviously, you're going to see a whole lot of zone like that going forward. Did you feel like, I know the fourth quarter shots didn't go, was this better? Were they better shots than the past couple games when teams did that to you?
Yeah, we were definitely more organized. We've been talking a lot about the organization of the zone, and there's a few things. Beating it down the floor. I don't think we necessarily beat it down the floor very much, but we were pretty organized, and we did score and get some good looks. And as long as we kind of have the group that we have, we're going to see some zone. We're just going to see some. But we have to be ready for it, execute against it, and try not to let it slow us down. And in that little period, they did throw some zone at us, and it did slow us down just a little bit. But I was pretty pleased with our shot selection most of the night.
Cody Davis.
Hey, Coach, given everything that you have been going through this season, how much do you appreciate John Wall, just a veteran all-star caliber player, just going out there playing hard for not only the team, but for yourself as well?
Yeah, I mean, he's given it all he has, he's giving to us. Tonight, he was really good at the beginning of the game, getting us going as far as our transition and pushing the pace. And I think he had 10 assists in the first half. And he makes the right plays at the right times and all of those things, and is the first one to speak up in the huddle and get everybody organized. And he's an extension of myself. And it means a lot to have him. It means a whole lot, because not just for what he's doing right now, but kind of like the story, right? Like where he came from and what he's been through the last few years. And nobody even really thought he would be able to play at a level probably not too close to what he's playing right now. And he's proving a lot of people wrong. He's proving a lot to a lot of people. And, I'm his biggest fan.
Martin Bello.
Hi, coach. Today, officially, you are out of playoff. How do you keep the motivation to end the season in the best way?
Yeah, we weren't really even thinking about that as far as when it's official and those things. I think the writing was on the wall, has been on the wall for a while. So as far as a change in how we look at things or a change in perspective, it doesn't change. We are very much concentrated on ourselves and how we do things and how the process that we have and the structure that we're putting in place and the development of these guys and concentrating on every game and every game plan and doing things the right way. So doesn't change anything.
Zach Allen.
Hey, coach, just to touch on John Wall again, how did you like those defensive possessions that he gave Paul George in a one-on-one situation, and including the pick and roll? How did you like the pick and roll game between him and Christian Wood today?
Yeah, I didn't even mention that. You're right, the defense. And that was the first thing that I mentioned in the locker room when I got in there, his job on Paul George. I mean, 10 for 27 and a lot of one-on-one plays, a lot of pick and roll coverages and getting through and getting over and getting under and fighting and whatnot. So he did a good job, even though he had 33 points. A lot of it was the fouls, and there wasn't much we could do about that. But him and Seawood have a connection in the pick and roll. As long as we have a good screening angle, we can usually get those rolls, especially if they're going to play Seawood with the smaller guy. He can usually just go up and get it. So, yeah, the connection between those two guys is something that is growing as we get towards the end of the season, but is necessary for our future.
Jonathan Fagan.
It looked like there were a few possessions, maybe more, where Christian was limping a bit and where Jay Sean was limping. What happened with them, and are they okay?
Excuse me. Yeah, Jay Sean twisted an ankle tonight. Christian's ankle has been bothering him for a while. He's been fighting through. House played his first game back, and he was limping around out there as well. So yeah, we're very banged up, very banged up going into tomorrow's game. I'm not sure what it's going to look like at this point, but yeah, those guys fought hard, and I knew Christian tonight. He's been doing treatment nonstop, and the wear of game after game after game has been bothering him. And for him to go out there and after the game, I had to tell him how proud I was of him to go out and get 24 points and 19 rebounds, knowing that he is constantly getting treatment on his ankles and ankle. And then for JT, he's going to have to get the treatment because he's super important to what we do and what we have. And if John's not going to play tomorrow in the back-to-back, yeah.
Is there a chance tomorrow you might, in order just to have the minimum of 8, have to have somebody considered active who can't actually get in the game, can't?
I don't know. I don't know. I think we did that one year when I was coach with Nelly. We had 2 guys on the bench who were injured but couldn't play, and they were injured, but we had them in uniform. We were playing at Portland, and we had one guy get hurt, one guy foul out, and we had to actually put those guys in who were injured in the game, and then they had to foul so they could come out of the game. So that's not a good recipe for anything if you're dressing guys who can't play in the game because the referees, at least at that point, I don't know if the rules have changed at all, but the referees, if they have foul outs or injuries or whatever, they force those guys to at least go on the floor and foul so they can leave the game. But yeah, I got to talk to those guys and find out what we're going to have for tomorrow.
Thank you.
And last question, Brandon Scott.
Well, before my question, even coach, how do you even sleep when you're dealing with such an odd situation and that you have to deal with tomorrow like that? Like what's the stress level on something like that?
So what you gonna do? You know, we just got to find out what we have. We have to make sure we are taking care of our guys and knowing that their health is first and foremost on the agenda, and go and play with what we have. And it's up to me to kind of figure out what it looks like, but at this point, I don't have any idea what we're gonna have on the floor tomorrow. I don't. So we'll figure it out and go play.
Thank you, Coach.